This afternoon, I reposted a video of an Indian minister being interviewed by Bloomberg at the new economic forum hosted by the organization, where influential figures from various countries are invited to share their insights. The host wanted India's IT Minister Ashwini Vaishnaw to discuss the global impact of China and the United States, each leading their own technology ecosystem. Unexpectedly, Minister Vaishnaw opened his mind wide, directly rejected the so-called two-pole narrative, and claimed that India, together with China and the United States, is building a T3 architecture, which he said is the real trend of the world. He was extremely proud that Modi's government's grand layout has given India the conditions to become a global technology leader, and he even predicted that by 2031, India will have top-tier competitiveness in the semiconductor industry and be capable of designing 2-nanometer chips. The host was stunned and reminded him that India still has a very long way to go, but that could not stop the minister from wildly hyping himself up. The video was released by Bloomberg and Vaishnaw's own YouTube channel and sparked widespread discussion. Indian netizens flooded the comment section, praising the might of the Bharat Empire and expressing immense pride as citizens of Bharat. Modi is a great leader, and the India he leads is making the whole world tremble. However, some netizens pointed out that what truly makes the world tremble is India's 0-8 loss to Pakistan in air combat, their aircraft repeatedly leaking oil and crashing at air shows, terrifying organizers and spectators alike, the massive waves of Indian immigrants around the globe, their endless scams, and environmental destruction that indeed makes the entire planet shake. Even more terrifying, when they launch a missile, nobody ever knows where it will land, so all neighboring countries tremble. Honestly, this 20-minute interview was so packed with information and ridiculous moments that I did not even know where to start. In my previous videos, I said Indian elites believe India stands as G3 alongside China and the United States, and many new viewers thought I was mocking them. That is not the case at all. Clowns like Commerce Minister Goyal and Foreign Minister Jaishankar have repeatedly stated that India is no ordinary major power and can negotiate with China and the United States on equal terms. What India got in return was China's rare earth and industrial raw material export bans, technology blockades, 50% tariffs from the United States, and H-1B visa restrictions. Later, Modi flew to Tianjin to kiss Xi Jinping's backside in exchange for temporary Chinese forgiveness. India then imported American LNG and opened some agricultural markets, yet it still failed to satisfy Trump, and negotiations continue to this day. Whether the United States lightens India's punishment now depends entirely on Trump's mood. Meanwhile, U.S. Treasury Secretary Scott Bessent openly told reporters that India is unimportant and not a major global player, in sharp contrast to the way he lost emotional control when facing Chinese negotiator Li Chenggang and accused the other side of bullying. Even funnier, mainstream American media, including the New York Times and CNN, extensively covered India's disastrous Sindoor operation and other defeats, and Trump himself repeatedly confirmed that India had 5 to 8 fighter jets shot down by Pakistan. Where on earth can you find such a superpower? To the citizens of the Bharat Empire, Modi is the high priest of Hinduism, but to people in the rest of the world, he is nothing more than a clumsy clown imitating Mussolini. This man who loves to wear traditional long dresses has been in power for 11 years, doing nothing but bragging on the international stage, and then getting repeatedly slapped by reality. He has brought zero positive value to India. The officials he promotes all suffer from severe cognitive disconnection with the real world, possess no professional competence whatsoever, and can do nothing except flatter him. Under their leadership, India has undoubtedly become a bubble empire, built on boasting and faking. Take India's chip industry as an example. To this day, India has not a single advanced wafer fab in mass production, and its presence in any link of the global semiconductor supply chain is effectively zero. Does India have its own EDA software? Its own wafer fabs? Its own lithography machines or photoresist? As an IT minister, does he even understand what 2 nanometers means? That is technology TSMC mastered only after decades of research and development, incorporating the essence of the entire Western world's scientific achievement. India designing 2 nanometers chips? Of course it can, if you are willing to awaken the ancient AI technology, invented by the Bharat Empire in prehistoric times. You could design 0.1 nanometers chips tomorrow. The question is, who is going to manufacture them? 2026 is right around the corner. According to the minister's plan, India will leap from nearly zero foundation to the world's top technology superpower in the next 5 or 6 years. And this system has to be independent from both China and the West, because only then can it be called T3. How exactly will this be achieved? The minister is clearly only responsible for talking. He has no idea how to do it. Every Indian has a big mouth, and when they brag on social media, the whole world trembles. The comment section is overflowing with slogans like Modi the Great and Jai Hind. So as an amateur software engineer, let me plan India's path to becoming a technology superpower. For heavy industry, develop the cow dung and cow urine sector industries. To solve India's energy crisis, provide the Bharat Empire with a powerful green energy system, reduce pollution, and contribute to global carbon reduction. For light industry, develop the curry industry. No matter how hungry the people are or how hard life is, one spoonful of Indian curry will fill them with positive energy and make society perfectly harmonious. The tertiary sector will center on boasting. Driving cars powered by cow dung engines, eating concentrated Indian curry, life will be extremely comfortable. At that point, they can open X, YouTube, TikTok, and Facebook to show the world how advanced Indian society is. The great rejuvenation of the Bharat Empire will be fully realized. Long live High Priest Modi. Long live BJP. In my view, the world will never see a T3 structure. China and the United States are not qualified to stand alongside the Bharat Empire. At the very least, we Chinese believe our country is far behind India. The world has already formed a different structure, U2. The U stands for universe. People in other countries live in the real universe, while the people of the Bharat Empire live in a completely different parallel universe. Jai Hind. When 8 fighter jets were shot down, and the whole country celebrated for 10 days, becoming a U2 member should at least warrant a nationwide celebration of 1 full year. Right, Mr. Modi?